Welcome to the Grip Kings Arm Wrestling channel. My name is Owen, and today we are joined by one of Bulgaria's most dangerous heavyweights, co-founder of the Arm Wrestling Mastery Program, ranked number 5 in the right-hand heavyweight division, a man with a brutal hook and many wins to his name. A title shot is undeniably close. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Yordan Tsonev. Welcome to the channel. Hi, man. How have you been? How's your shape? It's been a while since we talked, but
I'm
how are you?
doing fine. I'm doing fine. Working, training, dealing with the daily routine, and dealing with the life's unexpected turns. But I'm doing okay.
Mm-hmm. You're doing right. So, just a quick question for you before we head into the main topic. Obviously, coming up next week, your big match, EVW, right? Did you know that Dancho means captain in Japanese? Were you
No,
aware
to be
of that?
honest, in Japanese, yes,
In Japanese,
in Japanese,
Dancho.
because
Dancho means
year
like captain.
ago I was watching
You did.
a TV show. It's called, I think, Sasuke. They were jumping around, climbing some stuff, and there was some guy that they were calling him Dancho. Dancho did this, Dancho did this. Now you're telling me thank you.
So captain. So now you know when people call you,
Okay.
it's captain. You're the captain of the not
Okay.
necessarily of the ship, but of the squad team. So yeah, just curious to that. All right. Last time we spoke at EVW 22, quite a while ago, you had just faced Sergey. His press was a problem in the earlier stages, but you managed to nullify the press in the later rounds. What did that match teach you for the upcoming match with Ibragim
Well, it
Sagov?
taught me that I shouldn't be staying in front of the pad and waiting for the other opponent to press me and then to dig him out. It taught me that I need to be really prepared on the go in order to take the center, of course. It's not my first time that I'm dealing with a presser. Couple of years I had super match with another presser, Sergey Bouslov, but it was different then. I could stop Sergey and dig him out, but he was stronger in the hook than Sergey, while Sergey was stronger in press. So they're like similar and different at the same time, every presser.
And I mean, Ibragim is he might not be the super fastest arm wrestler, but he is quite quick to connect that press. What does it take for you to get him out of his zone, out of his setup, basically?
Well, first you need to be fast. Second, you need to have good bicep and pronation and chest all together. All together, you need to have bicep, pronation, and chest in order to take him out of the center. Even if he... And the most important is the biceps. So, because even if the other guy takes you the center, if your bicep is strong enough, he's going to take the center, but he is not going to be right behind his arm, but he will be stretched a little bit like this. So it's better to take him out from this position. It's easier. So the most important is the biceps, which is one of my weakest spots.
Point. So how has this preparation shaped your training this far? What have you changed? What have you adapted? How did that come into fruition into your training
Well,
routine?
I didn't change so much. The only thing that is a little bit different is that I'm not doing so much training on the wrist, and that's it. Which means the other parts, the other exercises should have more quality when I skip the wrist training. And some on some exercises, especially on the biceps ones, I'm trying to be more strict. Like I'm doing lighter weight, but in more strict way.
So obviously, right, when you've looked into Ibragim's style, watched some videos probably, where do you feel like you have options against this man? Don't give away your game plan immediately, but what lanes are open for you,
Well,
would
if
you
I
say?
take him out of his press and we are just inside, I think there I should be there. I would feel more comfortable than to be under his triceps and just holding him press.
And with Sergey, we have seen you've been caught off guard with a top roll. Is that going to happen in a match like this as well? Because we know Ibragim can switch it up sometimes, doing something
I
completely
have
different.
been caught off guard with the top row.
A li- yeah, yeah, we saw that last time. He was setting up for a. I think it got the 1-1
Mhm.
between you guys because he was setting up for a hook, I think, and then he top rolled you, but because you thought he was getting inside as well.
Oh, this happened with
This was with not with Sargey, not
Prudnik,
with Sargey,
yes,
with Prudnik. Sorry,
yes, with
excuse me,
Prudnik,
with
yes,
Prudnik.
yes, it happened, yeah. Well, yeah, with Prudnik it was totally different. I wasn't expecting him to go that much of for top roll. Plus, he was gripping me higher. The grip was,
False start,
mm,
kind of, right? It wasn't like his knuckles were
yes,
covering.
he was covering my knuckle. It wasn't like the fast start. It was just the grip. And the
Okay.
main problem was that I wasn't expecting him to go all the way because the next rounds I was just letting him to grab me higher on purpose, but I was able to catch him.
And obviously, Ibrahim had time to study you as well. Where do you think Ibrahim's camp thinks he has an advantage over you? What lanes have they found you, do you think?
Well, if you can see my super matches on the Europeans also, mm, I don't feel very comfortable when people are pressing me. So I think he's just going to go all the way into his press every time, each round, and that's it. There is not going to be something special, something new, or some surprises. The only unexpected thing should be who has more power, and that's it.
And is that guy you? Are you the one with the more power?
Well, I don't know. I'm not sure if I can win this easily. If I win it anyway, it's going to be hard, I think. But I don't care. As long as I win.
Well, if you do eventually beat Sagov, that arguably puts you in a shot at the title. right? Right now, we have one man standing between that. I mean, two, basically. But Dave Chafee would be up on the block next. However, Ivan is expected to face Devon later this year, right? I'm not sure if it's for like a title match, but I'm thinking so. And that would mean that there could possibly be a change of belts towards Ivan to Devon. How would you approach either of those opponents? I know you've faced Devon before, a lot earlier in your career. Let's take Ivan. How would you approach the champ? In what regard?
I will start training more side pressure. It won't change. To be honest, it will not change. It will be the same as for Sagov. Maybe I will just do a little bit more sets for my side pressure than my biceps. But that will be the only difference. Because they are not like the same, but pretty much the same. For one, I need more bicep. For the other one, I need more side pressure. So it should be. Plus, my sparring partners are going to change their way on pulling on the table. They are not going to press me so much. They are going to go sideways. This will be probably the biggest change. Because of the exercises, I'm hitting every aspect of the whole game. But on the practice table, I'm specializing really against my opponent. So this will be the biggest difference.
Do you have a specific training partner, but you already mentioned multiple, and they just replicate the
Yes,
style of your
so
opponent? Is
it's
that correct?
I have 2 3 guys that were training almost every day, and they're changing. It depends on the opponent. One of the guys is good in pressing and top rolling. The other is better in side pressure. He feels more the way of a side puller, of a puller with the side pressure, how it is done. So we're changing a little bit. But these are the only guys that yes, yes.
More
He
connected.
just knows how to pull with side pressure and
And what do those guys, right? It's very, very, I think it's worth quite a bit that you have those guys helping you out preparing for such a match. What is it that that team can give you that just general training can't give you in that regard?
my team can give me the exact replication of arm wrestling. Arm wrestling with weights is just not arm wrestling. I didn't start the sport because of weight. Yes, I didn't
Just
start
moving weights.
uh, the sport because of weightlifting. I started with because of arm wrestling.
How do you analyze your opponents? Because I know from like Mindaugas just watch some videos, for example, and then he doesn't write anything down whatsoever. Do you get together with those training partners, watching, analyzing? Like, okay, this is how we have to replicate it. Is it very structured or a bit more flowy? Could you
I'm
elaborate
also watching
on that?
some videos, talking to Kras a little bit, and yeah, we are just trying to imitate the game. When we're practicing and my guys are pulling with me, we're making a video and then we are watching, comparing with the pulling style of my opponent, and we are kind of adjusting all the details like this.
Is that the main thing that you guys do?
Yes, the main type of
Or
investigation and
okay.
adaptation against my opponent, let's say it like this.
So coming a little bit back towards after this match, right after the match, if you would win, coming back to Ivan and Devon, who would be the contender you'd like to face of those two?
Oh,
Who do you
well, I
prefer
prefer
to face on the table?
Matyushenko, of course, but I don't think it's going to be Matyushenko the winner between them.
Yeah. And is that just because the technicality of how well thought Devon is, or I mean, it's also fun, right? To get on the big
Yeah, but
stage with him,
the thing is that
with Devon.
I don't have a flop wrist press. If I had flop wrist press, then I wouldn't have so much problems. I should start getting training my triceps. I'm thinking about training my triceps already 1 or 2 years, but I'm still not doing it. I don't know.
Yeah. And are there any chances for you to win against Devon this
On the
time around
right,
if you were to face him? Or would that be just a fun
on the
match and
right,
you'd
I
see
don't
like,
think so. No.
okay. But you take the match though. You'd still do it. You'd
Well,
still do it, right? You
if
still
I
take the
if
match, get on
I'm
stage.
number two, let's say, and he is number one, of course I'm going all the way. No, no,
No
no,
backing
no.
down in the EVW. So another thing that I found out, I mean, you were, if I'm correct, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I've seen a video where you were participating at
Yeah,
East versus West 2.
yeah,
Isn't that correct?
yes.
That's a long time ago. How did that come into fruition? Getting on that stage. How was that?
Well,
Explain
it
a little bit,
was
if you want.
2020, I don't know, one. It was interesting year because of the coronavirus, the Europeans were a little bit later. They weren't at May, and the Europeans were like September or something like this, and then in 1 month the Worlds, and I was European, and then I competed on the Worlds. On the left, I beat everybody, and then skipped the right arm because I had this super match with Sergey Bogusov 3 weeks after this, or 2 weeks, I don't know. And because I managed to beat Boguslav, I was given the match with uh, Mr. Hutchings. So I just couldn't say no. It was a good opportunity. East versus West wasn't as big as now, but it was climbing. And when I have an opportunity to pull uh, a sportsman like Todd Hutchings, I will never say no.
I mean, what are the biggest differences from back then and now? If you like could walk us through how that went.
The organization is a little bit better now, of course, because during the years everything has come like synchronized. Now there are people who are actually working for East versus West, doing their part of the job. Well, back then, Engin and some other like guys, but mainly Engin was trying to do everything because it was just the beginning, of course. And it was mostly about the arm wrestling itself. While now it's the arm wrestling and the fans as well. And now there are like VIP meetings, bigger press conferences, all kinds of stages in different parts of the world. Now you can see China is involved as well, um, which is pretty big deal. Uh, yeah, it's different now. Now it's even better than before. Because before it was most of the time it was in Istanbul. While now they are traveling and the organization is bigger and better, I think. I think that now people are watching it more. Yeah.
And what do you think has helped the athletes the most? Like not necessarily the organization, but what has changed for you as the athlete?
First, it's it gets you more excited when you travel in different places. Second, you know who to ask about every detail. If something is not right or you're not sure, you have some people to ask and they are going to answer you immediately. And you know that it's their job to do it. And you kind of feel calm. While if smaller group of people are trying to organize such big event, it's kind of tough for you and for them because everybody is trying to get some information, some details about some stuff. While if it is, you know, bigger organization, everyone has their role and you know exactly who to ask, when to ask. You have your details, which hour, what to do, your schedule, and everything is more professional.
More towards, so basically you have more time, more focus to prepare for what you're supposed to do there instead of keeping yourself busy with all the
Yeah,
tasks around
yes,
that. You
yes,
just get
yes.
straight to what you
This
have to do,
the schedule
right?
thing I like it. You have at what hour you need to be, which place to do the exact job that you're supposed to do, and I like this.
Yeah, it's incredible where the sport has come thus far. I mean, I haven't been in the sport as long as you have, obviously, but I do see what it was and what it is now. And I can imagine how that must feel for all you guys who have been in the sport for over a decade. I think you've been arm wrestling for over 16 years, if I'm correct. I mean, you're
Yeah, well,
30 now,
15
right?
years, 14, 15, let's say. Yeah,
40, 50. I mean, those tendons must be must be strong as heck now. Over 40 years of training. Wow, that's crazy.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching yet another arm wrestling interview on the Grip Kings channel. If you want to see more of these interviews, subscribe to the channel. And if part 2 is out for this video, you can click here. All right, thank you.